Good evening. The news for this Tuesday evening. Health authorities have declared a public health urgency after students and adults were again affected by an unknown fume in the Perseverance area. It is a repetition of yesterday's incident, but today more people have been affected. Staff at the Supreme Court, the National Assembly, as well as students at the Perseverance Secondary School had to evacuate their premises this morning after fumes were detected. The Supreme Court at Ile-du-Port had briefly resumed its work, and the students had returned to school when they had to leave the premises again. The gas leak incident was reported yesterday around 11 a.m. when at least 40 people, students and adults, sought medical attention after feeling sick. The authorities have not yet determined the source of the gas leak and the type of gas, and today they were undertaking a more extensive operation. The authorities recorded a figure of 180 cases of non-compliance with labor laws during the year 2023. The Minister for Employment and Social Affairs, Patricia Franco, made the announcement during question time in the National Assembly this morning. She pointed out that officials from the ministry and other partners, such as immigration and health, made 422 visits to workplaces on Mahé, Pralin and La Digue and some outer islands in 2023. Violations of the Employment Act occurred mostly in businesses dealing with wholesale, trade and commerce. Others included construction and accommodation. There were also numerous cases where employees were not receiving proper remuneration or were not provided with a copy of a contract. Minister Franco has also provided figures on youth employment for the past 2 years. She said the Department of Employment registered over 4,500 job seekers. Of these, 1,937 who were aged between 18 and 35 have taken up formal employment during that period. That's about 65% of the total number of job seekers. Also in the Assembly this morning, the Minister for Youth, Sports and Family, Marie-Céline Diallo, said the professional development of workers in her ministry remains an important goal because it allows them to better serve the public. Minister Diallo was responding to an urgent question from the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, Sébastien Pillet. In her response, Minister Diallo also referred to a lady of South African nationality who had led a training session for a group of employees in the ministry. The organization of this training session was carried out through a private company, but according to certain elected MNAs of the US party, this lady would be subject to a criminal offense before the South African courts. The Public Utility Corporation has announced that its plan to lay a third power cable from Pralin to La Digue will be delayed. The initial plan was to start over the past weekend, but due to protests from one of the diving companies, the plans are now halted.
The issue that we have at hand now is the procurement of divers, whereby we couldn't finalize this procurement on time so that we can start the project. And the POC management has taken the decision of retendering for the procurement of the services for the divers. And because in that direction, we know for sure how long it will take us so that we can start the project. It may take us between 3 weeks or 1 month. If by the end of the retendering process we find out that the weather will be in our favor, we will proceed with the cable laying. But if not, we will have no other option but to postpone the work to October or November.
The The chairman of Autism Seychelles, Christian Faure, received a Paui Trophy this morning, which symbolizes the transfer of the presidency from the chairman of Autism Rodrigue to the chairman of Autism Seychelles. Members of the Indian Autism Center Association from La Réunion, Madagascar, Mauritius, Rodrigue, and Mayotte attended the handing over ceremony of the pole Autism de l'Océan Indien from Rodrigue to Seychelles at the Olympic House. The Paui presidency rotates between the association each year, and this is the second Paui presidency for Seychelles, the last being in 2018. The outgoing chairman of the Paui, Marie-Antoinette Casimir, was not able to make the trip to Seychelles and delegated Nathalie Fauché, the chairman of Autism La Réunion, transfer the presidency from Rodrigue to Seychelles on her behalf. Also during the ceremony, Autism Maldives signed a membership agreement to join the organization. President Wavell Ramkalawan will participate in the upcoming 2024 United Nations Ocean Decade Conference, which will be held in Barcelona, Spain, from the 10th to the 12th of April. This is in his capacity as one of the patrons of the Ocean Decade Alliance. The Ocean Decade provides a convening framework for a wide range of stakeholders across the world to engage and collaborate outside their traditional communities to trigger nothing less than a revolution in ocean science. Following the UN Decade Conference, President Ramkalawan will proceed to Athens, Greece, to attend the 9th Ocean Conference from the 15th to the 17th of April, themed Our Ocean, an Ocean of Potential. The OOC initiative began in 2014 and is aimed to draw international attention to the serious threats facing the world's oceans and to take concrete action around the globe to support marine conservation and sustainable development. During President Ramkalawan's absence from the country, his duties and responsibilities will be discharged by Vice President Ahmed Afif. President Ramkalawan has sent a message to the Muslim community on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. On behalf of the country and on his personal behalf, he wishes everyone and their families a blessed Eid al-Fitr, filled with love, happiness, and countless blessings. He says, celebrating this joyous festival of Thanksgiving, may Allah's blessings fill your lives with more happiness, peace, and good health always. He continues his message saying that as a people, we are blessed to enjoy a sense of spiritual togetherness regardless of our faith, and we pray that our beautiful islands continue to live in this harmony of faiths for further prosperity of the country. He ends his message saying, may the sacrifice of Ramadan and the blessings received accompany you during the year. And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. I'll be back at 8 with the news in Creole. Have a very pleasant evening.